thoughts. And let's go ahead and jump into the next question. And the next question is a really fun question that I can't wait to get my guys' opinions on. But this question comes from a Larry Matthews, and he writes, "Hey Alex, after the events of WandaVision episode 3, do you think Wanda could be the main villain in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?" Well, thank you for your question, Larry. I'm not gonna lie, and it's funny. Me and Jeremy had a conversation about this on last week's episode about just what is going to happen with this series. The first two episodes, I said that I was kind of underwhelmed, but it kept me interested. After watching episode 3, and Geraldine's like, your brother was killed by Ultron, and what it's not what Scarlet Witch says, it's her face that instantly changes. And I was just like, okay, this heifer is aware that this shit is not real. Like, she's in control of all of this shit. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, she's fucking with Vision. She's fucking with these neighbors. And the neighbors, I think they're aware that this is not real at all. Like, and when Larry asked this question, I was just like, Scarlet Witch is in the movie and they never announced who the villain was or what the antagonist is. I think there's a big possibility, depending on how this series ends, that she could be the main villain of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Because this is very clear that she's in a reality that she's created, or in a multiverse, if you will, that she's probably a part of, that maybe she created or not. And she just throws Geraldine, I want to say, back to Earth 1, or to our main reality. And all I can't wait to say is that I can't wait for Friday, because I can't wait to see where they're going to take episode 4. But it's very intriguing every time I watch it. Now, Jeremy is a fan of this show.
Hey, real quick, can I get this question? Because I'm going to probably have to leave in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just throw this out there.
Oh, yeah. Ian, what do you think about episode 3 of WandaVision?
I loved it. I didn't think I was underwhelmed like you did, but it didn't really hook me. Like the first 2 episodes, but like the ending of episode 3 did definitely hook me. I'm like, yo, this is turning into a horror movie. This is turning into a suspense thriller. And that's one of my favorite genres. And I like where Marvel's going with this. It's not really that predictable like some of the other movies could be. And I think that she might be the villain in the Doctor Strange movie? Well, let's look at what Kevin Feige said. Kevin Feige said that the events in this movie are going to transition into the Doctor Strange movie. I have a theory from a YouTuber that I actually listened to this morning, Screen Crush. He says that he thinks that Doctor Strange is going to make an appearance in this show, which is not far-fetched because he's making an appearance in like all the other movies coming up. And that we all know that these next movies all are going to be multiverse. Like, it's pretty much confirmed it's all going to be multiverse. And I do think she might be a villain, like, not trying to be. It might be like a Hulk situation where they got to calm her the fuck down because, this girl's going through a lot of stress and mental health and all that stuff. So unintentionally, yes, they might have to reach the hand out and say, hey, big guy, sun's getting low. That might be the situation we're dealing with. Like, hey, do not wipe out all humans or whatever, her powers could be, calm the hell down. We're here. We're your family. We'll help you out. So I think it's going to be that situation, and the government's going to be like, yeah, she's that threat that we warned y'all about, and Doctor Strange is going to have to be that mediator. But I'm looking forward to it, like having a hero be the villain. It's not a new trope, but like for her to be like crazy power like that, it could be a very, very situational event in Doctor Strange that it could bring a lot of damage to the universe.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that as well. Jeremy, what do you think about episode 3? And do you think she could be the main villain of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?
1,000% she's going to be the villain of Doctor Strange. I am hedging my bets that she ends up being the villain of Phase 4. I don't know that they'll do that because phases are long, and even you look at Ant-Man and the Wasp, they had multiple villains in that. So it's possible that in Doctor Strange we're going to get Scarlet Witch and we're going to get some other villain. I don't believe that. I think that they're building to the MCU proper version of the Phoenix Saga, which they botched over and over with the Fox X-Men franchise. This very much feels like it's going that way. She's a class E or a class 5, whatever I say, I'm going to say it wrong, but she's one of the most powerful mutants in the comic books. Obviously, she's not a mutant in the MCU. However, we're starting to see how powerful she is. First of all, Geraldine is a freaking baddie, dude. I don't know who that actress is, but man.
Oh yeah, I looked at her the other day. I was like, man, she's fine as hell.
She really is. She really is. And obviously, I mean, Elizabeth Olsen as well, but that's you know, that's nothing to do with the narrative. I'm curious because, like, Alex, you just now said she got kicked out of her version of reality into another reality. I was talking to Jen, I was talking to a friend the other day, and she kind of proposed the idea that maybe that town that they're in, I can't think of what it's called right now, maybe Wanda has taken over that town and molded all of the real people in that town into being these archetypal characters. I figured it was all going on in her head. What do you guys think about that theory? Is it one or the other, or is there some other shit going on?
Hey, both theories are dope.
Yeah, Ian, why don't you take them? Because I know you have to go in like a couple minutes.
Yeah. Both theories are dope. I've heard actually both theories as well. I have a feeling like the dream sequence thing, like, you know, her imagining this, because there's a lot of clues, like those commercials, they seem like they could be her parents that are the ones talking about this stuff, and she's just like repressing old memories and just reshaping them into different things. So that's I think that's a very good possibility, but I do think these are obviously human beings that are brainwashed or just like they can't move, they're trapped. There's also a theory that they all might be dead. Of course, the biggest one to back that up is Vision's there hanging out, and we all know he's dead. So and Mephisto, I think, is the devil in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
These all might be people that are just in what's that phase,
purgatory or something.
This all might be some type of purgatory for people that are dead already. So there's plenty of theories that are all very good. You know, I can't even pick one. So I like both of those theories, man.
Yeah. Before I give my theory, Ian, where can we find you on social media and YouTube? You
could find me at _controversy on Instagram or Twitter. But most importantly, holla at me on YouTube, youtube.com/thecontroversy, and we do live streams every Wednesday, and we will talk some of that WandaVision on my show today. Every Wednesday, we do a recap. So holla at me, baby.
Awesome. We'll see you later, man. You have a good time, man.
Hey, good luck,
buddy.
Fellas. Peace.
Peace, bro. But
all right, Alex, what do you think, man?
Oh yeah, listen, I think that I never considered that until Jeremy just said that. If I'm being honest, I've never considered that. And the reason why I never considered it, because at first, like we discussed before, I thought it was in her head, or I thought somebody was like fucking with her. Like, because someone keeps saying to her, Wanda, but we didn't get that in episode 3. But that theory that you brought up, I'm just like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense, because I feel like if Wanda was really in control as I think she may be, I think that the neighbors and Vision wouldn't be like, you know, something isn't right. Because there was a scene where Vision says there's something isn't right, and then it does like a glitch. Fun fact, when that glitch happens, I thought there was something wrong with my TV.
Yeah, I experienced that.
I was
as well.
but I was just like, oh, this is part of the show. So I actually like that theory. So that could be it, like where she's around in a town and she has these things surrounded. But I find it odd that when Geraldine got thrown out of that reality or wherever she is, she's like on a military base, like where there's helicopters and tanks and stuff. So I don't know. That's actually a really cool theory. I never really thought about that until just now.
Dude, or maybe they're using barf technology and Sword has created, because Sword came up in Far From Home, maybe Sword, which is basically the space version of S.H.I.E.L.D. Maybe they've created this huge safe zone for her to exist in, and they're like trying to slowly trigger her memories, because Geraldine's the one that brings up the Ultron thing. And dude, like you said, man, it's so intense, because not only does her facial expression change, but all of a sudden that Sokovian accent came back. And I was watching it with some friends the other day, and one of my good buddies is like, didn't she have a foreign accent? Whatever happened to the foreign accent? I'm like, wait for it, because narratively it plays into it. Of course, she would have this very mid-Atlantic accent in the 1940s, 1950s as an actress, like a Lucille Ball type character. But then as she starts to remember who she really is, that accent starts coming back. And the minute that she's like, what did you just say about Pietro? I was like, oh, here we go. And that's just starting to set off the amount of she's going full Dark Phoenix, man. I think by the end of this series, she's going to be firmly planted as like, oh, wow, Wanda just now came uncaged. So I can't wait to see it, man. I'm here for it.
I can't wait to see it either. And it's like, I echo everything that he just said, because I it's not like people keep saying, like, when she was like, what did she say? It was never about what she said. It was just that shift and the way the filmmakers capture it. It's like she was happy that she gave birth, but the moment she heard the word Ultron and her brother's death, her face changes.
Yes.
And I even said it in front of my wife. I was like, oh shit. Like somebody's about to die. Like that's what I thought was about to happen. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Wanda will be the main villain of Doctor Strange? Or to Jeremy's point, do you think that she may be like a Dark Phoenix of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Just jump into the comment section below and let us know.